Pardon the mess, everybody, but I got the first of 3 of my paint samples today. Well, not today, yesterday. I was out with Phil, we were running some errands, we did some gardening stuff, well, and by we I mean mostly me, but he helped pick the stuff out. Did some gardening, got some paint samples, don't mind the mess, I have to vacuum. I'm pretty much rearranging everything in preparation to eventually paint the entire office. And I'm also working on a custom order, so I have a bunch of scrap crinkle paper going everywhere, but I have so much going on right now. But I got the first of 3 paint samples from Lowe's. I got Playful Pool, Auckland Blue, and Harbor Sky, or something like that. Something like that. Ah, yes. So, I painted it to start right here, and I put the little paint chips next to them, and I gotta say, the paint chips are actually pretty accurate. I do have the blinds open right now, so that's why it looks a little shiny. When I first painted all 3 on, they looked pretty similar, but now that they're dry, they look a lot more different. This one looks a little brighter, like glowy brighter on camera. This one, I can't tell because the glare is on. This one looks about as is. Maybe it's slightly darker on camera. This one's slightly darker on camera though. But I also painted it here because this wall is going to get all the sunlight. As you can see, most of the shades here, and that's mostly going to be lit by, you know, indirect sunlight and lamplight. But this is where it's going to get... Let me turn off the office light. There we go. So you don't get that weird glow. So, again, Playful Pool at the bottom, Auckland Blue, and then Harbor Sky. Harbor Sky is the darkest, and it's the most, like, gray. And Playful Pool's like a almost slightly greenish in color. I'm trying to go in a way where you can't see the glare. You know what? Let me see if I can back it up and get rid of this. Ooh, it's actually kind of cool to see it with the blinds down and no lights on. But let's turn on my light. There we go, less glary that way, but yeah, Playful Pool is a little, almost slightly greenish or tealish. Auckland Blue, it's I don't know how to describe it, but I would say Harbor Sky is like really like more gray blue than anything, and honestly, I really love all 3, but then again, when your walls are this color, anything is honestly better, so these are the first of 3. You can go back and you can look at what these were. I cut them off of the chips that they were a part of, like let's see, let me see if I can dig them all up. Yeah, don't mind the mess. I was painting last night, and I just finished gardening today, hence why the sun came out. It was cool and here we go. Just so, for the people that don't remember. Oop. Oh god, now it's dark in here. Ugh. I gotta friggin' open these blinds so people can see. The eternal struggle with my office. But this is the one that Harbor Sky came from, the top one. It came from that long paint chip. It was like right there. This is where Auckland Blue came from. That was the darkest. And then the Playful Pool came from this one. So if you can look back at my old pictures, I do still have some paint chips on the wall. I have these 5. These 3 are from Home Depot, and these 2 are actually from my local Fred Meyer, but I kind of like how they looked, so I wanted to get them. This is a gray, this is a blue, this is a blue, this is like almost a tealy green, and this is a darker blue. I really like the colors that I have painted on the wall now, but I kind of want to force myself to look at these colors as well, because I'm a little worried that I'm doing oh my god, it's not orange. Like this orange is awful. I hated it the second I saw it, and I knew I was gonna have to put up with it, and now that I know I don't have to, I'm kind of like, I don't want to just pick a color just because it's not the orange, and then like later on down the line, hey, you know, I really like that other color. So we got Cloud 9 Blue, which is great. It's gray. Maybe it's got like the teeniest blue tinge, and then Wild Blue Yonder, Casino Blue, Newborn Blue, and Bird's Egg Blue. I kind of want to give them a shot, but I don't know yet. But these colors are fantastic. I really do love all three. Phil said he likes these two better. I think he finds this one a little too bright. I'm slightly inclined to agree with him. And here's my paint sticks, the one for Playful Pool and the Auckland and the Harbor. They're all from different brands. Valspar does the Playful Pool. HETV Home did the Auckland blue, and then the Harbor Sky came from Olympic. I have to say, this is like the thinnest paint, and this was the thickest, so I don't know if that's going to affect things in terms of quality. Phil's dad has experience with painting, so we might even ask him if it comes down to I don't know which color I want. We'll ask him if there's one brand he says is way better, because he has home improvement experience. I do not. But actually, when I was a really little kid, my dad painted, I guess it's called a den for most people. We called it the back room. It was like the second living room towards the back of the house. But he actually painted it blue when I was really young. It used to be like a beigey, creamish color. It was nothing spectacular. It was the most bland color on the planet. It was like oatmeal. It wasn't exciting, but he painted it blue. And I actually helped with that when I was really small. I wish I actually almost knew what that color blue is, because it actually is a nice one. It's not like any of these. It's like a, maybe almost like this, like a palish blue, maybe slightly more saturated. Probably closer to like Flemish. It was a nice color. Maybe I'll ask him. But yeah, it was pretty easy to paint these on. I used some really crappy tape that I had left over, but I don't care about little bleeding. Obviously, that's not going to be the tape we're using when we officially paint. But I'm really liking how these look. They look really good. I hate the glare that's reflecting off of this while I'm trying to film. But as you can see, it does get slightly darker here. But here's where you're really going to notice the concentration of brightness. But I did leave space above and below if I wanted to try those other samples. And maybe I will sometime this week. But honestly, if these were the only 3 samples I put on the wall, I'd be happy with any of these. But at the same time, you gotta think long term, like, will I be happy with this in a week, a month, a year, 5 years, 10 years, you know what I mean? I don't know how long we're gonna live here, but we're in here for a long haul, and I'd like it to be something nice. I don't know, I could see myself with any of these 3 colors. I just don't know. I don't know about this one, because it's kind of dark and a little on the grayer side. This one's nice, but it's also really similar to this, but is this too bright or is this too dark? I'm slightly conflicted. I think maybe if I use the Home Depot and the Fred Meyer paint samples, maybe that'll help me definitely decide for or against these colors, but I probably should look at other things, because if I just look at these 3, I'm probably going to bounce between them like crazy. I'm very indecisive like that. But yeah, I'm kind of sweaty from gardening. Yeah, I was just gardening. I was planting my beautiful flowers and herbs yesterday, and today I planted my first lilac. It's a little dormant one, but hopefully the roots will take. I gave it a nice drink of water with some plant food. I hope it takes. I have another plant. I bought it was a set of 2, so if it doesn't take in the one spot, I got another spot cleaned off. Maybe I'll make that a vlog to show you the guy's nice herbs I've planted and flowers. It's beautiful. But anyway, that's so far what I got on the walls. It's a little, like I said, this is a little brighter. This I would say is maybe slightly darker. This is about right. Yeah, about right. But what do you guys think so far? Because I'm kind of into all 3. Like, if someone said you have no choice, you must pick this one, I'd be like, okay. Because I'm getting real fed up with this. These walls are getting... They're going. I have no more patience for them now that I can get it painted. Ugh, God. Seriously though, I gotta wonder, why did they pick this, and why did they do this? Yeah, that's a piece of tape up there that I never took down because I'm too short. But why did they do this crap too, where they did a white border? Get some crown molding. Get some real crown molding or something. Like, Jesus. They did that in every room in this house too. In the bedroom it's like that. Any room that's not white walls, they did that. And also, why did they not paint these walls? They painted this wall, they painted that wall, but they didn't paint these. Did they run out of paint, or did they run out of fucks to give? I have so many questions about this room in particular. It's just so bizarre. But anyway, the sun's going back and I got other stuff to do, so there you go.